I'm trying not to start my tutorials with "Hi guys," because my sister made fun of me. But anyway, this is my graduation picture makeup tutorial, and this was requested by some of you on the comment section here on YouTube, Ask FM, and some of my friends were asking me to make one as well. And I always describe this eye look as somewhere in between fresh and smoky. And this is what I'm going to be doing for my grad pic, and it goes with almost any outfit, I guess. So if you want to know how to achieve this look, then please keep on watching. Right before I do my makeup, I'm just going to use this Dermalogica Charcoal Rescue Mask. You know, the first thing I'm going to do is tie my hair. I must really love you guys to show you guys myself in this state. Okay, so the Charcoal Rescue Mask, this will be left for 7 to 10 minutes. I'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, I'm back, and I rinsed off the mask, put on some lip balm, and added just a little more volume in my hair. So I'm just gonna do the rest of my skincare before makeup. I'm going to spray some Mario Badescu facial spray. It's the rose water spray. It kind of just wakes your skin up. And then I'm gonna apply one of my new favorite products ever. This is the Clinique Pep Start Hydro Blur Moisturizer. I love this stuff. So this moisturizer was really made to be a pre-makeup moisturizer because it kind of fills in your pores and it gives your face a very smooth film over it, just so that your makeup glides on so much better. Work this in the center of my face where my pores are biggest, and then I just smooth it out over the rest of my face. So for foundation today, I'm gonna stick with my tried and tested Holy Grail. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, and it makes my pores disappear. So if you have oily skin, I really recommend this. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here. I'm gonna take my Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops in the shade Moonlight. So I'm gonna put about 2 to 3 drops of this, and I'm gonna mix that in with my foundation just so that I get the matte finish that I want, and at the same time it's not gonna look too flat. It's still gonna have just a bit of radiance in it. So I'm just gonna mix that with a brush. Then I'm gonna dot this all over my face. Then I'm gonna go in with a damp beauty blender and just blend everything out. And this foundation is so full coverage, so it will really cover majority of your blemishes. Okay, so once your foundation is on, I'm going to be taking the Happy Skin Glisten Up Contour Cheek Stick. And when you apply it, it really looks like a shadow on your face. So when you apply it, it's going to add so much dimension. So I applied that in my cheekbone, a bit in my temple, and in my jaw. And I'm just going to take this brush. I don't know what it's called because I just picked it up in Sasa in Hong Kong. Like, it was random and there's no brand. I really enjoy using it because it blends products so well. Cream products. So you just want to blend that out extremely well until it looks like a natural shadow on your face. So you just want to leave that alone first, and I'm going to do all the cream products first and then set it with the powders later on to make sure that this area is really lifted. I recommend color correcting, and for this I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer, and this is the orange shade, and what that does is it combats like the purples and blue tones that we normally have in our under eyes. So I'm just going to put a teeny tiny amount of that. A little goes a long way. So I'm just going to take the beauty blender and blend that out and thin it out a bit. And then with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard, which is a bit lighter than my skin tone, which I want, I'm gonna conceal and brighten up this whole area. And then a bit here to brighten that up. And then when we blend this out with our beauty blender, try not to disrupt the contour shade that you already applied. And then we are going to bake our makeup. So I'm just going to take the beauty blender, dip that in some Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and put a lot of that powder. A bit up here and in my chin. Okay, so while my bake is on, I'm gonna do my brows and my eye. I've already primed my eyelids with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna fill my brows first. And what I'm gonna use today is the Ka-Brow by Benefit. This is a cream gel brow color. So I'm not gonna go for a feathery brow today because I don't think that will translate so well in photos. And I also like this product for kind of altering the shape of my brows a bit. And then once you have just a little amount left on the brush, you can just place that in all the sparse areas. And then I'm gonna go in with the K Palette Lasting Two-Way Eyebrow Liquid. And I know it seems like a lot, but when you have really bright lights, you see how you can still see those gaps. So I really love taking this pen and really making sure that all those gaps are filled. See, that's looking a lot better already. And then lastly, I'm just gonna run through it with a tinted brow gel just to turn the hairs a bit more brown. Okay, so brows done. And while my bake's still on, I'm gonna move on to my eyeshadow really quick. So for eyeshadow, it's really up to you what you think looks best with your eye in terms of color palette. Personally, I like warm tones. So I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And with that, I'm going to be using the Happy Skin Glam Squad Eyeshadow Duo. This is the one of Denise Ochoa. So the first shade I'm going to take this Tempera shade. It's like a pearly cream color. I'm not going to use anything that's too shimmery or metallic because I don't like the way it looks on photos. It's really strong. So I'm just gonna place this under my brow bone for a nice subtle highlight. Then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, dip into the shade in the Happy Skin Duo, and I'm just going to use that as my transition shade. Okay, so before you do your eye makeup, you also have to think of how you want your eye shape to look. For me, I just want my eyes to look big and round and awake during my Grad Pic. So I'm gonna stick with a very rounded placement. I'm not gonna like wing it out or anything. And I'm gonna take the transition shade a bit higher than usual because when I look straight, I just really want that color to show through still. So once that's on, I'm then gonna take a denser blending brush. Then I'm gonna take the brown from that Happy Skin Duo, and then I'm gonna put that right on my crease. And I'm gonna go kinda all the way in because I like how that defines my eyes. But if you prefer just doing the outer V part of your eye, then that's totally fine too. And then taking the MAC 217 blending brush, you know the drill, I just further blend that out. You can even do like small circular motions to get a really good blend. Let's just put in this Primavera shade. It's like a champagne. And I'm just gonna put that in the center. And I'm just gonna blend that out with the crease shade. Okay, so at this point, you can dust off your bake, and my new favorite brush to do that is this Sigma F25 tapered brush. It's so soft. Look. You can top at this point with the eyeshadow. But if you think a little shadow in your lower lash line will suit you, then we're gonna apply eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use the exact same colors I used on my crease, and I'm just gonna apply that in my lower lash line. And what's important is you connect it with the shadows at the top. It's up to you how low you want to take it. And then I take a blending brush and I just kind of make the two meet out here. So I'm going to blend in the brown just here closer to my lash line all the way. Then I'm just going to take a clean brush and blend the two together. So for eyeliner, I am taking this Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Gel Pencil. For liner, you know, I always tend to lean towards brown shades. So I'm just going to use this on my waterline. And I'm also going to draw a thin line here and do the trick I taught you guys, making it more round and fat here in the middle to make my eyes look more round. And I'm gonna smudge out the line a bit. Then for the lower lash line, I'm gonna take this liner on my waterline and make it thicker in this part of my eye because I want my eyes to look very almond shaped. And then I'm gonna soften the edges of that. So next, you know the drill. I'm just gonna curl my lashes and apply mascara before applying my false lashes. Personally, I like when the falsies are longer in the center compared to those that flare out on the side. So the falsies I'm using are from Japan. These are Sailor Moon eyelashes. I've already put glue. Look at the difference! What is optional is lower lash mascara. You don't have to if you don't like it, just like with the eyeshadow on your lower lashes, but I do. So I'm gonna zoom you guys out so we can finish the rest of the face. Okay, so for the rest of the face, we're going to be setting the cream contour we did a while ago. I'm gonna take a fluffier brush first and pick this middle color that's warm. And I'm just gonna warm up my face first. Kind of like a transition shade to the actual contour shade we're gonna use. Just so that it doesn't seem so abrupt that, you know, it's just highlight and then contour. So I'm just gonna put that all the way up to my hairline. And here. Then I'm gonna take the cooler shade from the palette with the Ita Kabuki brush. And that's what I'm gonna use to really carve out my cheekbones. And when I do photos, I actually like to drag my contour down here a bit, just so I look really thin. And you also want to be pretty heavy-handed with your contour on your nose. And I really recommend using a cool tone powder for that. Okay, so next, instead of a very intense highlight like we normally do, we're not gonna go for blinding today, just natural glow. And to do that, I'm first going to take this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Lightscapade. It just makes your skin look so nice and glowy without being sparkly. So can you tell like the difference? So this side looks really matte, and then here there's a little bit of sheen, but it's not like our normal blinding highlight. So I'm really just gonna take that here in this area that I super wanna brighten, and just a bit in my forehead and chin. And for our highlight today, I'm just gonna use my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Incandescent Light, so this one in the middle. And I love to use this as a very natural highlight, so that makes my skin look almost like glass instead of looking so shimmery. Then to tie the cheeks all together, I'm going to use a blush. So this is one of my favorites. This is Exposed from Tarte Cosmetics. And again, add a bit more blush than you normally would, because blush is one of the first things that cameras wash out. Of course, for your Grad Pic, do not wear a red lip. Do not wear a dark lip. Now is not the time to experiment on a black lip or a dark brown lip. Just keep it natural and pretty. So I came up with the perfect cocktail of lip products to use. You guys remember the 500 peso makeup challenge, the 89 peso Pinkies Smooth Silky Long Liner Pencil in the shade Bubblegum. Let me zoom you in. So I'm gonna first line my lips with this. Then I'm gonna take the Happy Skin Glam Squad Liquid Matte Lipstick. This is the shade by, again, Denise Ochoa, called Naked Peach. I'm gonna put this over that lip liner. I really like the shade they create together. So I'm just gonna clean up. So this is the finished look, and it's up to you what hair you want to pair your look with. If you guys have any questions or concerns, you know where to find me. And if you are doing your own makeup for your Grad Pic, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you look gorgeous no matter what. And Thank you guys for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you in my next video.